my YouTube channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe below. Today I'm going to be talking about how my first week of school has been. I'm going to try and keep this video short just because I'm really exhausted today. It is Monday, so it's the beginning of the week, and it has been a really long day. So let's just go ahead and get it started. I am, for you guys who are new here, I am just enrolled in community college, and I am doing my prereqs for nursing. So this semester I'm taking 4 classes. I'm doing Anatomy and Physiology 1 lecture, Anatomy and Physiology 1 lab, Human Development, and Theater. So 2 of those classes are actually in class. My Anatomy lecture, my Anatomy lab are in class. My Human Development and my Theater are just online, strictly online. So I guess I'm just going to start off with my lab or my lecture class because that's what I have on Mondays. So my professor, he's a new professor here at this college. He taught in South Florida for a really long time at some community colleges down there. He also was a high school teacher for anatomy and physiology. So I don't know how it's going to be with him being a new professor here at this college, just because he's trying to learn the ropes of our online system that we have. So it's going to be a little bit of just kind of getting used to each other and him getting used to this college. So it might be some adjustment period going on. So far the first week I said that there was nothing to update you guys on because literally we didn't do anything. We just introduced ourselves and that was it. So this week we actually just went ahead and dived right into chapter 1. My book is strictly online. It's a Connect book. So all my reading is just like I have to have an access code and I just access it online. So that's pretty much it for that class right now. It's not really much going on in there that I can update you guys on, but I will keep you guys updated. So I guess my next class I'm going to talk to you guys about is my Anatomy and Physiology lab class. So basically that's what the title of this video is about, my embarrassing experience. So basically what had happened was, this is actually my first class I have taken on campus. So all the other classes that I've taken in class have been at a different center. Here it's called the Gasvini Center. It's the healthcare center. So if you're taking like healthcare classes, you can take them there. It's an alternative from me having to drive all the way across town to the community college campus. So yeah, this is my first time on campus. Luckily, my coworker, my friend, she took this class not too long ago with the same professor, so she was able to direct me which building I needed to be in. So by the time I got there, I knew the building vicinity that I needed to be in. But of course, me being me, I didn't have the room number or anything. So by the time it was like 5 minutes till class, I'm sitting walking around this whole campus trying to find out like where I needed to be. I couldn't log on to my email, my Canvas, which has all my classes and stuff on it. I couldn't log on to any of that because somehow this campus had no internet access. I don't know how, but I was getting so flustered. I ended up FaceTiming my friend and I was like, look, am I in the right building? Am I in the right place? Like, I'm freaking out. This class has already started. I don't want to have like a bad first impression. So she was like, you know what, just give me all your login information. I'll go on and see what room number you're in. So she logs on, and of course I was literally circling the right building the whole time. Just I couldn't figure out which room it was. So finally I find out what room it is and I just rush in there. I sit all the way in the back just because I'm super embarrassed. And of course, you know, when you open the door, people like, who's this that's 15 minutes late, you know? So I sit all the way in the back of the classroom, and about 30 minutes in, now let me tell you guys, my professor, he is an African American, older, so he's like in his 60s, 50s, 60s. He's prior military, so he's very stern, and I kind of had a pre-warning of that from my friend. So here we are 30 minutes into this lecture. He literally dived right in. There was so much material to cover. He dived right in, 30 minutes in, my phone alarm goes off. Y'all, I never have an alarm. The only alarm that goes off on my phone is to wake me up in the morning, and that is it. It just so happened that the day prior, I set an alarm to remind somebody to bring me a book for one of my classes. So, of course, that alarm went off right in the middle of class, and he stopped his lecturing. He strictly was like, it's not allowed. If phones go off in this class, it's going to be a 5-point deduction. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like, trust me, this like never happens. I wanted to be like, I promise I'm a good student. Like, I promise, like this never happens to me. And it just so happens in one day I'm super late and my phone goes off. Like, I just look like such a disorganized person. So yeah, that's how that went. But I'll go ahead and show you guys my lab book that I have for this course. So it just looks like this. It's kind of hard to see with the ring light. But basically, it just has a bunch of lab stuff in it. Right now, I'm just trying to memorize all this stuff, just the regions of the bodies and stuff like that. So that's what I have my first quiz on this Wednesday. So in 2 days, I have my first quiz on that, which I've been doing pretty well with my studying with that. And so for that class, I just have just a standard notebook that I have been taking my notes in. So pretty simple. I think this class is not going to be super difficult for me because it's basically just memorization, and I'm really good at studying and memorizing. So that's really my study habit, is just memorization. So sometimes that cannot be a good thing, especially if you need to like retain a lot of this stuff. Like if you're just memorizing it to memorize it, you're not going to remember. So I have to really remember this stuff. Thankfully, my good friend, my coworker, like I said, she already took this class, so she had these flashcards, which is really how I love to study. I just hate taking the time to do it. So these flashcards just have like everything that you need to know for these practicals, for these quizzes. It's going to really help me out a lot. So thank you, Shannon. So yeah, that is my class, and I am going to be there next Wednesday. Hopefully I don't get lost finding the room again, and my alarm doesn't go off. I'll make sure of that. So there is both my anatomy lecture, my anatomy lab, and then my other two are online. So I have a human development class. It's basically, it reminds me a lot of psychology. I've already taken psychology, so it kind of just builds off of that, but it's more in the stages of life. So like infancy to like toddler to childhood, you know, just adolescence. It's just like the flow of life and how you develop through life. So in that class, it's just all online. We don't have any tests or anything. All the quizzes are open book, so it's really convenient. I've been able to actually go through a lot of modules just to kind of get them out the way, so I can really focus in on my anatomy classes, because those are really probably going to give me a run for my money, let's just be honest. So my book for that class is actually, it's not really, I mean, it is a book, but all the pages you have to like clip into a binder because it's not a hard cover. So like, can't really see. This thing is heavy as crap, but like my whole textbook is in this binder, so to speak. So there's that. There's one thing that I hate the most, and it's assigned reading. Like, I'd rather you give me 10 different assignments per chapter than to ask me to read a 50-page chapter and just to read it. I'd rather not, because I don't learn anything just reading. Just give me assignments. I'll learn a lot more that way. So what else I got here? I think that's really it for that class. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just do it at your own pace. Yeah, moving on. My next class is theater, which if you guys watched any of my earlier videos, y'all know that I do not do theater. I don't do anything like this. Nope. I'm a very nervous person when it comes to getting up in front of people or speaking to like a large group of people. So theater is definitely not my thing, but it was an easy elective. It's just an introduction to theater that I decided to take. So far, it's been pretty smooth sailing in this class. I've already gone through my first 2 chapters. I've completed all my assignments. The only thing that's going to be a lot time consuming for this class is just a couple papers that we have to do and whatnot. And of course, there's no test or final in this class. We do have chapter quizzes. And the one thing that I do not like that they're implementing this year at TCC is when you're taking online classes, you can't just do your quizzes online, just open book. They now, if you have quizzes or tests online, you have to have a webcam set up, which, I don't know, it's really weird. I'd rather let me just go take it in class, because I'm not trying to set my webcam up and everything. So, but it looks like I'm going to have to. So there's that. That pretty much sums up my 4 classes this semester. Not really much going on. I just want to show you guys another notebook that I really like, that I've taken my notes in. I haven't used it yet this semester. There are some notes in here because, well, there's that. I do have some notes in here from when I took psychology. I just used like the first few pages, and then I realized like I just highlight things in my book because they're literally straight out the psychology book. So I only used a few pages in this. But I really love this notebook. It's like the cover is like a squishy cover, and it's super cute. I got it from Target. Super cute. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it, you guys. My first week of school has been very nerve-wracking, embarrassing, a learning curve for me. Just, I think my biggest thing is going to be how to manage 4 classes, which is a full course load, working, and I work 40 hours a week. I do love to go to the gym. I used to go like 6 times a week. Now it's going to be down to 4 times because I do attend class twice a week now, and I like to take 1 day off during the weekend just to spend with my boyfriend. So yeah, it's just going to be really busy lately, and I'm going to try and keep you guys posted and updated on my school courses and how everything is going in my classes. So yeah, so if you guys haven't already, please subscribe below and follow me on my journey to nursing school. There's going to be lots of videos as far as my classes, just my life in general. I mean, I kind of showed you guys a little bit around my apartment. Maybe I'm going to do some random videos here and there. I also did a video on where I work and a treatment that I received where I work, a laser treatment. So yeah, it's going to be a lot about my schooling, a lot about my life. So if you're interested in that, please just subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next time.